classmates, let's talking about the Regional Historical Museum in Ensenada. My team is made up of Ángela Cabrera, Mireya Camacho, Jazmín Franco, Evelin Morelos, Carla Sánchez, Nathaly Torres, your servant, Kenia Rodríguez.
The Historical Regional Museum of Ensenada is the oldest public construction of Baja California. Was built in 1886 with adobe and stone and was inaugurated on May 15, 1995. This originally was a military barracks. Later on it was a jail, a school, and a hospital at the same time. It has 7 rooms with permanent exhibitions with a great variety of history. This place is a representative sample of the culture of our region.
Room A. Study fossils as well as remains left by living beings shark teeth, bone remains of mammoths more than 10,000 years ago.
In Room B, manifest stone artifacts may be men are shown, where he gave different types of use as weapons and tools.
Room C. Their culture complexes, customs, cave paintings of the ancient inhabitants, as well as elaborated pieces of stone, bones, and shells that were used for ritual or daily use.
In Room D, recreated fundamental objects and activities in the daily life of the ancient. In the room, there are tools and the past were also from the Necla brothers, each of the shield with stone that belonged to a criminal event, and ceramic tables advancing in the past how they built their weapons, and there are statues of important people at the time.
Room E. It shows fragments of pottery, a replica of a baptismal font, and a figure of the religious order of the Jesuits.
In Room F, there is talk the country. There are only 4 descendant groups of the ancient inhabitants, which are the Cupapá, Kumai, Papay, and Quiliwa. They also talk about the most common handcraft of each community and the diversity of their landscape. One of them they are in the history of the city.
The area was used for individual cells of inmates who had to pay for the privilege of a very space. In this same room, there was a small store that sold cigarettes, sodas, juices, and other basic products at very high prices. This had open rows that exposed the prisoners to rain and cold, as well as the unpleasant bath with other liquids and objects thrown from above. In the period of the public jail, it was destined to the visitors. The prisoners remained on the west side of the wire mesh. The visitors who entered from the street through the east gate were placed on the other side. The extension of the visit depended on the merits of the prisoners, varying from 1 to 10 minutes. The rooms above were intended for inmates with privilege who could pay for it. A great baking over and continuous motoring towers are also located at the bottom.
In the cells, we could find several paintings made by the prisoners, which they made by hand with the painting they were given. And among them was one that is a rose, another that was a landscape, and the last one that were 2 faces, one of a man and another of a woman. The scene that it represents is a military allegory. It takes elements of the national child of the time of the Porfiriato.
In 1883, there was 24 houses and 100 people living in Ensenada. And a terrific fact is that some people say that a little girl shows up in the bathrooms, being that she died there.
We also choose this place with the objective of more persons visit them and know them.
I learned a lot about the history of the Ensenada and about its hills and its type of cells.
We learn about the ethnic groups. Also, we can appreciate how the person was and how they spend their time.
Finally, the easy part was going to the choose place and take pictures. But we talking as a team decided that it was is choosing place.
The most difficult part is making the dialogues and give you the permission to record.